Hello friends, I'm going to share a recipe from my childhood. I was very blessed that we always had a warm breakfast, a big breakfast on the farm. Didn't matter if it was before we were leaving early for school or on a Saturday. And with our 10 kids, I tried to follow that example. So I've used this recipe many times raising my own children, our own children, excuse me. But anytime I taste it, it reminds me of when I was a child. It's called Bran Muffin mix. And you make it up and you can store it in a gallon jar or in a Tupperware container. A gallon of the mix is already made and just ready to wake up in the morning and spoon out into the muffin tins. So let's begin. It's going to be first the dry ingredients will be in here, and then wet ingredients, and I'll explain as we go. It's 5 cups of all-purpose flour, 5 cups all-purpose flour. Then it's going to be 4 teaspoons of soda, and I will have all of this down below for you. 4 teaspoons of baking soda. And as you can tell, I'm not an exact person. 3 and 4. 1 teaspoon, excuse me, 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And then what makes it Bran muffins are these. There's the all Bran, I don't know what you call this, but see how they're elongated? It says the original Kellogg's All Bran. And then there's an All Bran Buds, which is just little bitty round pieces. And you use them at different times. Here you're going to have 4 cups, and I will use a 2-cup measure to make it a little faster. 4 cups of the All Bran elongated bran here. Okay, and this is our dry mix. I'm going to mix it just slightly, and then we'll start with our wet. There we go. Now, prior to taping, because you needed to have it cooled, I put 2 cups of boiling water. I boiled it on the stove. And then I dumped 2 cups of the Bran Buds. And it soaked up the water, as you can tell, and that will be added at the end, okay? Now we're going to begin. I used to having a little bit more counter space, but we downsized, and this is a very nice kitchen. It just doesn't have as much counter space as I'm used to. Okay, it's going to be 2.5 cups of sugar and 1 cup of shortening. This shortening is Crisco butter flavored shortening. You can use the white, you could use lard, you could probably use butter if you desired. I've always done the shortening because that's what it called for. I like the butter flavored. So there's 1 cup of butter flavored, and this is going to be 2.5 cups of sugar. So I'll take my cup measure, 1, 2, And here's a half cup. 2.5. 2.5 cups of sugar, 1 cup of shortening, 4 eggs, and I'm going to blend this, and then you add 1 quart of buttermilk. There we go. You're going to take the eggs, the shortening, and the sugar and add it to your dry ingredients. Okay? You'll take your 2 cups of boiling water and your 2 cups of buds that have now cooled for a little while. Add that to your dry ingredients. And 1 quart of buttermilk, okay? If you don't have buttermilk, you know, you can always use milk. It could be fat-free powdered milk. It could be 2%. It could be whole milk. It could be raw milk. And if you'll add a couple of tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and wait for 10 minutes, you've got buttermilk, a quart of buttermilk, okay? But this is a little chunky. I don't know that I shook it as well as I should. 2 quarts of buttermilk, okay? You could even reconstitute powdered buttermilk if that's what you desire. But this is a delicious recipe. I'm going to have my sweetheart turn off the thing while I mix it well, so you don't have to listen. And then you can see what it looks like, and we'll place it in a gallon jar. Thank you. I'm so grateful I have my sweetheart telling me what I said. I said 2 quarts. I meant 1 quart. That was a 2-cup measure. So that's 4 cups of buttermilk is what we put in there, okay? So 1 quart, but it'll be in the down below. I'm gonna hurry and show you. We're going to cook up some, put the rest in a gallon jar, and it will store in your refrigerator at least 2 weeks. And you cook it at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. And we're going to cook some up, because the reason I'm even in a sweatshirt today is we went and watched a soccer game with 4 little grandkids. It's cold outside. These are wonderful muffins. The kids will enjoy snacking on them. And they just arrived for Grandma to keep them, because our youngest granddaughter is in the hospital today. She's running a high fever, and they are checking to see what's going on. And parents are with her. My sweetheart's running to a funeral. There's the regular things of Saturday. So Grandma gets to enjoy Nixon and Tenny, who are siblings of the little granddaughter in the hospital, and their two cousins that just finished the soccer game with them, Rio and Logan. Okay, that looks amazing. And it's 20 to 25 minutes. They will be awesome, and I'll have a memory of home, and they'll have something warm to eat. I see I missed a little dry spot here of the flour, but I hope you'll try it. It really is convenient. It's excellent as a side muffin, not only for breakfast, but for any meal you've got. And I think you'll enjoy it. Gives you your Bran. It's healthy and it's extremely tasty. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Look at these. They're delicious, and I'm going to give them to 4 grandkids that just finished a soccer game. They smell amazing and they will love them. Come here, grandkids. What are you doing? Are you ready to come eat? Yeah. All right. One's hiding.